Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word from it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go back in life. I'm feeling great, right? Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Suited to my future.
Are you ready? Are you ready for another fun show? Entertaining, informative, motivational, and name it all.
Oh my goodness, Angela.
We gotta
You on a
pump it up.
roll.
We gotta pump up our viewers.
We need to have the SpongeBob going. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. But we want to introduce ourselves first because we don't want them just being so excited and being so pumped up without knowing who they're looking at on their television. So let us present ourselves first. My name is Angeli.
I'm Nori.
I'm Shaitia.
And we are breaking the silence. So we are going to be breaking the silence. No, nothing mute, nothing silent, nothing today. So if you're somebody who's like used to silence, I don't know what to say. You're gonna have fun other ways.
Yes.
So we have a lot to talk about today. We have our topics, relevant topics. We also have a fun segment, which is one of my favorites
Yes.
as well.
I'm not ready
But
for it.
let's talk about our topics for now. So the judgmental lens. We're not talking about our glasses.
Are you so critical?
Let us talk about this. But we're gonna have some.
I think we have some
heated
surprises coming
debates
in
and-
store about
yeah.
this topic.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
watch out for that. Another one is the power of plants. Herbs and spices. Have you been incorporating that in your diet? If not, well, I want you to stay tuned for this because we are going to unlock the healing power of these plants. And again, my favorite segment, at least for me, unjumble the words. So we're gonna rack our brains a little bit today. And you know, you gotta prepare yourself because I know that was a lot, right?
Yes.
It was a lot. Even my co-host, my lovely
whoa, they got a
host
lot
here,
going on.
it was a lot of things, but we're gonna get it started after this break.
The show isn't over yet. Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Breaking the Silence is back. Let's keep the conversation going.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
I know. Don't stone me yet because I did not forget the question of the day, all right? So for those of you faithful viewers, they're probably like, they forgot a question of the day. We did not. So let's pull up our question for you.
All right.
Let's take a look.
There
okay.
it is.
What did you think you were going to be when you were in elementary school? Okay. So when you were in that, young age,
your dream.
5, 8, 10, what did you think you were going to be? And that question is for you, for us too later on. If we do have time, we are going to share it with all of you. But this is your question and you can share it with us. We're gonna have our QR code there on your screen and you could scan that. And once you scan that, then it's going to direct you all the way on our Instagram page where you could actually DM us your answer. And we would love to hear from you. So definitely take that time when the break comes, because I want you to listen to what we're going to talk about. So after the break, when the break comes, you go ahead, give us your answer for a question of the day, okay? But as I was mentioning, don't stone me yet. Don't judge me, okay? Because that's going to be our topic. Judgmental lens. How judgy are you? Do you judge by your looks? You judge by behavior. You judge by the attitude. How critical is critical? I know we have our opinions. And, here, at least in this country, freedom of speech, right? Opinions. But are these opinions crossing some judgmental territory?
And that's what we're going to be talking about today, to understand its roots and how it can affect us, how we can be able to cultivate, being a little bit more nicer and not just going ahead and jumping the gun, whenever the chance presents itself. So we are taking a look within ourselves. We're not going to go to this person, the next person, be like, oh, you're too judgy. No, we have to look within ourselves and see, am I too judgy? Am I a judgmental person? So that's why we're giving the roots. That's why we're giving all the things so you can know if you're too judgy and you can work on it, because 2025, we have to be new. We have to be different. Definitely. I agree with that 100%. And there's so many things that can make a person judgmental. It can be things from the past. It can be just so many things. But that's why it's always good to evaluate ourselves all the time, because we're always gonna be, we're always gonna encounter different situations and different scenarios, and how we handle it can, determine whether we can be that help for someone or not, because let's be honest, it's easy. It's easy to draw conclusions and make your own assumptions.
And what does this involve, right? What does this involve even? Because sometimes it's just facts, or maybe it's your opinion, right? So let's talk about it. Labeling. You label someone in fixed categories. For example, oh, she's this or that. Let's just give an example. Lazy, selfish, rude, or too nice, or, all of this. You label them based on maybe just a situation that you saw, or maybe just somebody told you. So you label them according to such. Another one is criticizing. When you focus on that one mistake, one flaw that that person did, or that community did, or that family did, and you are already criticizing and pinpointing whatever was wrong.
I want to go back a little bit to the labeling. Sometimes we label people just based on how we feel. Like, let's say, for example, Shaitia don't move as fast as I move. It's so quick for me, for women in general. I think this is more of a women's issue. I will be so quick to label her as lazy, or, she doesn't do much, or, she's just dragging. She's just, not putting her best. And that can be very dangerous, because you never know what that person is going through. You never know the reason why, she's moving the way she's moving, or, or like you said, the flaws. We're so quick to just look at the flaws and look at the bad side as opposed to the good side. And that's really bad.
And also we're quick to jump to assumptions.
Oh,
You know, many times we may think of, I know for me at least, I can think of a story in my head.
Women are always a scenario.
Exactly.
This girl's a storyteller. She don't
It's
have all
the books that I read.
But she's already creating a story.
I'm already like, okay, no, this happened. Why this happened? Why that?
Yeah.
Like already filling my mind, and we jump to conclusions. We make assumptions of things, and then when you hear the truth of the situation, you're like, oh, okay, it's not what I thought it was. You know, so that's something also we need to work on.
And you compare, right? Like as you were giving an example, you compare, oh, it's either you're too inadequate or you are too superior. Oh, because of this and this and that, I've been there, I've done that, and this and that. But how about the other person? Like for example, I know for myself that, you know, I was coming from a different country. And like where I'm coming from, you know, you only see like what the community is, like a Filipino community. And once I moved in to a totally complete different country, it was like an eye-opener for me because there are different cultures, different people, different type of how you're living there, even the weather. So for me, that was like, it was a culture shock for sure. And there was that judgment for sure because, oh, why don't they eat like this? Why I eat with spoon and fork, and why do they eat with knife and fork?
Or with their fingers, you know, some places
for me,
eat
like
with
I
their
do
hands.
that, or I eat on the floor, but why do they eat with on the chair? So, you know, like coming from where I was, you know, it was that judgment for sure. But then when you're in a completely different scenario or setting, it opens your eyes, and sometimes you're forced to that you don't want, and then that kind of make you a little bit more, you know, less judgmental.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned about the fork and knife and stuff, because I had an experience like that before. You know, I was called to, you know, sit and eat with somebody. And listen, when it comes to pizza, everybody knows you eat pizza with what? Your hands.
I know what you're talking about.
I get to this place, right? And they say, come sit at the table and whatnot. And they pull out knives and forks. And I'm just stuck there like,
do I eat with my hands?
Seriously going to do, because I don't know how to eat a pizza with a knife and fork. Like, I'm ready to just grab it with my hand. And it made me feel so uncomfortable. But then I was looking at them like, y'all a little too much. Y'all a little too fancy for me. Listen, but yeah, that was one experience that it came to mind when you said that. You know, but fear as well. Fear of the unknown it's a root to judgmentalism as well. And of course, it's a given. When you are not sure about anything or about something, you know, it can cause so many mixed feelings, emotions, and make you take actions as well that you shouldn't have. You know, it does a lot. So I think fear also of being judged yourself can also, you know, it's also a root that makes you do things and act in certain ways that's not really uncalled for.
Yeah, and you know, we have the insecurities. Sometimes you judge somebody because you may be insecure about that thing. So you're like, oh, okay, if I put it on her, then they won't pay attention to me. You know, we also have social conditioning. Maybe you were taught, like Angelique said, you know, she grew up, you know, sitting on the floor eating, and then she comes to a place and everybody's at the table and chairs, and she's just like, hey, what's going on? Because in her mind, no, we sit on the floor. Or like common people, some people take their shoes off before they go in the house.
Oh yeah, that's
and
me.
Some
That's
people
me
don't.
completely until now.
Some people don't. And you know, if you go somewhere and the person takes their shoes off, and you're like, why are you taking your shoes off? Or let's say you go, someone comes to your house and they don't take their shoes off. You're looking at them like that's rude, that's disrespectful. Like, you're supposed to take your shoes off. You're bringing dirt inside of the house. So we can see kind of like how we instantly judge people based off of things that we're used to, that we know.
Trauma is also another one. I know that trauma can cause a person to be very, very judgmental and act in a certain way that could be a little extra. Like, I know growing up, there was just certain things, especially like if you're from New York, and Tia would know, Tia would attest to this, you know, I mean, especially when in your younger years, you know, if someone came up from behind, you know, you had to be quick with the reflexes and like, listen, don't come up from behind me, announce yourself or whatever. Or, you know, if you went through maybe like a really bad relationship or something like that, you're traumatized by it. So now you're quick to judge so many people or people, even good people that come your way just off of that past trauma that you have.
And you know, as we're speaking about roots and things, before we go into how someone can, you know, learn how to be unjudgy, let's see our quiz results.
We took on a quiz to see how judgy
I'm scared.
the elves are. Okay.
Yes, let's see how judgy we each are.
Okay, all right. So
let's see. Let's take a look.
All right.
At our first one.
Let's see which
Maybe
one
we can pull it up and then guess whose it is. Yeah, guess whose is it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 5% judgy. Who do you think that is?
I would have to say Angeli. This is Angeli's 5% judgy. You're not very judgy at all. While humans have a natural tendency to judge others, you possess a miraculous ability to reel it in. Maybe you have a heart of gold. Maybe you truly just don't care. Either way, while others scrutinize what their coworker ate for lunch or how their brother-in-law mispronounces French cuisine, you continue to do just, you know, mind your business. All right, I think this is Angeline.
Yes.
I think it's you,
yes.
right?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, that's the one I got. That's the one I got.
So I think we have a tie here because I also have 5%.
That's why she was looking at me.
Yeah, so, okay. So
Nori, what did you get?
Don't pull mine up.
Oh my goodness.
Don't pull mine up.
Put Nori.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
All right, pull mine up, please. Pull mine up. Oh, goodness gracious.
What did you even
33
Wow, no.
Wow, you're a little bit judgy. You like to be discreet about your side eye. That is so true, but it's definitely still there. Most of the time, you justify these judgments with a bit of moralizing. For instance, your coworker's fast food habit is bad because it risks their health, and plus, you just think people should support small businesses, right? So what's so wrong with that?
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Nori, you're like, wow.
Yes.
I think I got some work.
What do you feel about that? We're not judging you.
Yes,
Okay?
no judgment.
No judgment.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a bit hot in here.
Nori, let's give you some tips
on how you can improve. Okay.
Yes, one of them is to practice empathy. Okay.
Educate me, please, because obviously I got some issues.
You gotta try to understand things from other people's point of view.
Try more. Try harder. Try harder.
You can challenge your assumptions. So instead of you feeding, you know, going with that story you make up in your mind, just ask the person.
Yeah.
You know, don't judge. Don't go based off of what you
know
think.
what?
Just ask.
No, I think there was something wrong with this quiz because let me tell you, I mean, whatever you do, that's your business. I don't have a problem or an issue with that. So I don't know.
Maybe you should take the quiz again.
I need to take the quiz was inaccurate, y'all. I need to take it again.
No, practice self-compassion. Be compassionate with yourself, okay?
All right.
You can take the quiz again.
All right, I'll take it again.
This time you'll have empathy. Another thing is focusing on the positive. So instead of, because you know how 100 mistakes, 100 good things that you did, but then there's one mistake, they would just focus on that. So instead of doing that, focus on the other good things, the other qualities that the person has, and their unique qualities. Because each one of us, we have, you know, because sometimes you just make that one mistake and you already judge according to that. So let's be a little bit more merciful, be gracious, be a little bit more considerate. But if you do have some experience that you want to share with us, no judgment here, okay? No judgment zone. Feel free to share that with all of us. But we're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
I
don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Are you sick and tired of all the negativity you see on your social media apps? Follow LFN to change that. You can like us on Facebook, or scroll through our feed on Instagram. And you can watch enriching content on YouTube. LFN. Enrich your life.
Want more meaningful conversations? Well, then you're in luck, because you're watching Breaking the Silence.
Okay, enough of the laughs. No, we're actually going to continue the laughs with unjumble the words. So we're going to rack our brains a little bit here, you know, and unjumble some words. So this is January Scramble. So what we're going to do is once we were able to figure it out, we'll just yell the answer, right?
Okay.
So whoever yells it out first, then that's it.
I'm not too pumped.
That's the one who's going to get the
scrambling words. All right.
Yes, okay, so our crew agrees. Okay, so ready?
Yes.
Ready?
All right,
Are we ready? Okay, so.
Can I get a hint?
Okay, let's get a hint.
Okay.
Can I get a hint? Something you make.
Resolution.
Oh.
Resolutions.
Okay, resolution. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Tia, give us a break. Give us a chance.
Hey, no judging.
Exactly. We judging and then we don't judge.
All right.
She's still learning.
Go.
She's still learning.
Let's go.
Okay, our next one. Balance.
Oh man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it. Yep.
Whoa.
All right.
That's because she's always talking about balance.
Yeah. And
Balance
she's always
in
doing these
January.
words, these scrambled word stuff. I strongly
January, we
believe
gotta
that.
start
All
with
right.
balance.
Balance.
Okay.
All right. Let's
Next
go.
one.
Next one.
Goals.
Ooh. Do we both get that?
Yeah. I don't know. Do we get both of it? Like both
Listen.
of us?
Y'all see my face?
No judgment, Nori. No judgment.
Y'all see my face, right? All right, goals. They're getting it. They're into it, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm not good at, and I hope my husband's not watching. I really do. All right, y'all, let us go to this next one.
Next one.
All right, next one is bam, bam, bam.
Oh my goodness. What? Now I think we need a hint.
Yeah. A hint.
Can we have a
Being present in the moment.
Oh, mindfulness. Being present. Being present. Come on, guys.
Yeah. That's because that's what she's always.
Mindful.
Yeah,
Being mindful. Being
Listen,
present.
This was meant for Angelique because these are her quotes.
Wait, yes. Listen, I think this game is rigged. They did this game.
What judgment is this, Nori? We just talked about it.
That is going to match Angelique.
Yes. Cry baby.
Come on, y'all. Let's go to the
Next
one. Oh my goodness.
Health.
Yeah.
Health.
Yeah, health.
Can I get that one too?
You said it after she said the whole word.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You're on a roll. She's
Yeah,
really good at
she
this, y'all.
is
She's
on
just
a
really
Okay,
good.
let's
All right.
move on.
Health.
Okay.
Health. All right, let's go. I want to get at
Oh,
least
I already
one.
know this, but
Don't.
I'm gonna give
us
you
a chance, please.
Okay.
Can I get the hint?
Confidence.
Yes.
Confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Believing in yourself.
Yes.
Confidence. All right, bam. At least I'm on the map now. Goodness gracious.
All
Struggle's
right, there you
real.
go. Okay.
Any more?
Confident.
have
I'm
more?
confident that I'm gonna get some more. Yes, I want to believe that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I know
Next-
this.
Already? It just came up.
Yeah, I know. Empowerment.
I didn't even get a chance to process it in my head.
I was like, yeah, that is
See, I already
empowerment.
know this. Okay.
Goodness.
Okay.
You have good
all
eyes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have any more? Yes, we do.
Equality.
Yes.
I was going to say equality.
Yes, you got it.
Bam.
All right.
Why did I stumble? I said equal and then I stopped. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
We
still
have
gonna
two
win, but
more.
it's okay. All right. Bam.
Okay.
Let's go.
Independence.
Independence.
Independence. Yeah.
Do we all get it? We all shout it out at the same
we all
time.
got it.
It's only fair. It is only
Last
fair.
one.
Give me that point, okay? Give me the
Last
point.
one.
All right. Next one. Last one.
Is this the hardest
Who's gonna
one?
win?
I don't know this one.
Can we get a hint?
Ooh.
Yeah, what is this? Inner power and resilience. Strength.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
I was out with the double T there.
Yeah.
I did not.
All right. Mike, Jeffa, Angelique. Goodness gracious, Angelique, you did
no
great.
wonder why she loves this
Yes.
game.
This is my favorite
Oh my goodness.
game.
All
I
right.
need to start doing some
And
more
the
work.
winner is Nori. Woo! No.
Angelique.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Congratulations,
Good job,
Angelique. You sure did a great job, girl.
Let me put my brain back.
What's the
'cause-
secret? What's the secret to it though? Like,
yeah,
because
I
I mean,
don't
there's
know.
a secret to it. How you just get it like
Yeah,
that.
you
Sometimes
just
we don't
know.
even get to
Yeah.
process it, and she already went. She already knows
That
it.
empowerment
guess-
one, I could not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess I have to put my brain back and
All right.
assemble it again.
Did y'all? She didn't let y'all win either, right? Like
Well,
she
I
was
guess
just like
I
jumping.
hope like our
Look,
viewers also
the viewers
was
agree with
able
me
to.
as well. Like you was just not giving anybody a chance.
Well,
It's
next
okay,
time
though.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
All
Okay,
right.
no judgment again, no judgment. But that was fun, and I hope that you guys also had fun. But
Yes.
we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family art hour. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Okay, so we are back and we are going to be exploring the power of herbs and spices, what they can do, health benefits, and everything that we can talk about this. Because remember, you know, back in the days, I even remember my grandma would always take leaves from the garden or from the yard and then use that as a remedy, you know, instead of using a pill or instead of going to the grocery store or the pharmacy. So imagine if you just take all of that in and add that to your diet and add it to your lifestyle.
Yeah, so beyond just adding flavor, like to things that you eat, all of these herbs and spices, they actually have like this broad, you know, wealth of good things that it can do to your body and to your overall health without having to depend, as you said, on medication, on pills and stuff like that. So,
and we're gonna learn the science behind it, because it's like sometimes, as we say, you buy it for the flavor and you don't even know, maybe it's in the back of your cabinet, you don't know the importance of it. So we're gonna let you know the importance of these certain spices so that way you can learn how to incorporate it more daily into your dishes.
Oh yeah.
So actually, again, as I said, throughout history, it's been used as a medicinal plant, you know, culinary. So these flavors, these herbs, these spices, we are gonna go one by one. It's not all of them, but the most common ones, right? We're gonna unlock their power, what they do to your health, to your body, once you add them to your diet.
All right. So we do have our first one, which is turmeric, and turmeric is amazing. I have it in my cabinet, and I put it in every single thing.
Well,
I cook with it.
Before you get into why it's important, let me ask a question. Do you mix it with pepper?
Yes.
Black pepper.
Black pepper and cayenne pepper as well.
Well, because when you cook it, you have to use the black pepper because that's what kind of helps it release with the...
So it enhances.
Yes. For it to actually does something, because sometimes people just put turmeric, but the pepper is kind of like the key to unlock the benefits of turmeric.
Oh, look at Dr. T up in here.
All right. So we could do that. But what are actually its properties, right? So it has anti-inflammatory properties.
Yeah.
It reduces inflammation. So it improves joint health and even support brain function. So you could see with this spice, it could actually give you all of these health benefits, which is good. If you don't have it in your pantry, grab it.
Get it. Yes, get it and get it fast. All right.
We have another one.
Yes.
Ginger. Oh, I love
ginger. Everybody uses ginger. It has its great properties as well. Ginger is powerful for anti-nausea remedy. You can use it also for digestion, also to boost immunity and reduce inflammation. So ginger, it is very good, especially if you drink it as tea. I know a lot of people do drink it as tea. A lot of people use the tea bags, but I like the raw ginger itself. I grate it. You know, I throw in some honey, some garlic, some turmeric, some cayenne pepper. And listen, when you're sick and you want to make that big, nice, strong tea, you can definitely mix all those things. It is really, really going to help you. It has its great, great benefits, and not to mention the taste as well whenever you incorporate it in your food. So ginger is another great, you know.
Yes, and you know, we have Ceylon cinnamon. A lot of people get this wrong because they'll buy cinnamon, like regular cinnamon, but you have to make sure that you're buying the Ceylon, if I'm saying it right, the Ceylon cinnamon, because that's the one that will actually have the health benefits, such as it's full of antioxidants, which helps your body handle radicals. It lowers your risk of health conditions such as cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and is also rich in the mineral manganese. And this mineral helps your body manage the enzymes that produce hormones and repair your bones. So a lot of times you'll hear cinnamon is good, but you have to make sure you're buying the right cinnamon. It helps boost your metabolism, you know, and it's very tasty. Like you put it on, you can put it in tea, you can put it in hot cocoa, you know, sweet potatoes. Like it's a common spice that tastes good in almost everything you put it with.
And another thing is garlic. Come on, garlic is like,
we all have
I think every household has at least garlic, right? So it has actually antibacterial and antiviral properties. It actually helps lower blood pressure and supports heart health. So you can see this major organs like your heart, your blood pressure to lower it, and antibacterial. So when you add it to your food, and you know, in everything, when you add garlic, it just like the flavor just makes such a difference, right? You know if there's garlic in the food or not, because you can just taste it, smell it. It's just, it's amazing.
And I saw a video the other day of a grandma. She was giving her granddaughter raw garlic because the daughter was coughing. So she's like, no, eat some garlic. And she's like, eat garlic? What do you mean? And so she ate it. Of course, she didn't want to because garlic is very strong, you know, when you eat it raw. She said the next day she woke up, that cough that she had for 2 weeks was gone.
Garlic does a lot. And you're also reminding me of a story. I know this gentleman, oh my goodness, bless his heart, but he did a little too much. But I kid you not, I never saw this man sick a day in my life. So one time we're like all just together and he just takes a whole spoonful of minced garlic. And it was natural garlic that was minced. It wasn't the one that you buy in the bottle. And he just took a huge spoonful, not tea, tablespoon, and he just ate it. I was like, what is wrong with you? But when I tell you, I have never seen this man sick a day in my life. I have never seen him sick. So garlic, it definitely has its benefits. Oh yeah, for sure. And another one is rosemary. Now, I've always heard and I'm always hearing about rosemary. I personally, this one is one that I definitely don't have in the home, but I'm definitely gonna start trying it. So rosemary is rich in antioxidants. It improves brain function. Ooh, I need that.
Your memory.
It enhances memory.
Fill your pantry
I
with
need that because Lord knows I forget a lot of stuff. And what else does it do? It protects against neurodegenerative, diseases. So problems with the brain. It also helps with that as well. So rosemary is something I'm definitely going to incorporate. I'm gonna do a little more research on it. I really don't have much to say about it, but I'm always hearing about it. Everyone is always talking about it. Everyone's always incorporating it. So I'm gonna pick up on that too.
And we have oregano, and I'm gonna be honest. In the beginning, I would just use it as a little garnish. You know, when you make something and you want it to stand out. But oregano is very healthy for you.
Very healthy. But you also have to use it with balance because oregano is also very strong. And I've learned that from experience. Like I've used a little too much oregano.
You're a little too healthy.
Goodness gracious. But yes, it is very, very good.
And it's known for its antioxidant and inflammatory properties, and it also boosts immunities and protect against infection. So especially around this time of the year with the cold and flu going around, it's good for you to start taking, to buy oregano, incorporate it into your dishes. You can do like Italian dishes that taste very well with oregano.
Yeah, like pasta and everything. And we have another one which you know, don't judge me if I mispronounce it. Ashwagandha. I don't know about this medicinal plant. So it's found to have anti-cancer properties. It's also used to treat a variety of conditions like epilepsy, depression, arthritis, and diabetes.
And it also helps with like calmness. Remember we spoke about L-theanine? Yeah, so it's kind of like L-theanine where it helps with your calmness and your mental, like your brain function as well.
I've also heard a lot about it because I do have a loved one that had issues with epilepsy, and that's one thing that they're always taking. I've never taken it personally, but I see it all the time, you know, when I go to the pharmacy or when I go to the supermarket. So I'm definitely going to give that one a try too, because it really does have a lot of health benefits.
And we have the less common ones, and for example, fenugreek. So this is regulating blood sugar, or cumin, which can actually aid in digestion and support gut health. If you have like a lot of, you know, indigestion problems, you don't really digest a lot of food, you have bloating, and sometimes you pass out gas too much, or you don't really process, you know, you don't process food well, you have constipation and all that thing, then cumin can also help you with that.
Okay, have you guys heard of moringa? Moringa leaves?
No.
That is what I have sitting on my stove right now. Like I've heard so much about moringa leaves, and that is very good for women as well. So listen, it took a long time for me to find the leaves because you don't find it everywhere. It took some time for me to get it, but I got it. I boiled it, I drank it, and it is very, very good. So that's another one that you would like to incorporate as well, which is very good, especially for women. So moringa leaves is definitely
and you
another
know, maybe
one
the person watching us is listening like, okay, you know, I'm hearing all of these things, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy it, but how can I incorporate it into my diet? And I always tell people, we have YouTube, we have Google. All you have to do is Google like recipes that include turmeric or oregano or this, or even nowadays you can make like a juice, you know, where you have certain like celery and cucumber, and then you can put these herbs and spices with it, and you can make your green juice and you can drink it as well. So you don't necessarily need to, like, let's say cook with it, but you can also make a juice out of it, a smoothie, you know, like you can incorporate
even snacks, those healthy homemade snacks. A lot of people, I find that a lot of people are taking these spices, these herbs, and they're incorporating it in their snacks that they're making from home, making it from scratch. You know, there's a lot of people as well that they're going holistic, and they're definitely incorporating all of these things into their diet, into their food, into their snacks, into their drinks as well. So that's another way that you can be able to do it.
And another thing is, if you want to go extra healthy, you can grow your own herb garden. And I know I've seen, you know, actual people actually grown some, let's say cilantro, or grown some other herbs and spices. Because sometimes when you have that own herb garden, you can just pick, oh, I want some mint. So you just go to that. And I remember that growing up because my grandma used to have like a yard full of all of this, you know, really good herbs and spices that she doesn't need to go run to the grocery store or supermarket, especially if you are living in the countryside and you don't have that much access to it. Then you can actually have that, you know, that space. You know, you don't necessarily need to have like a huge space. Maybe just a little corner there in your backyard, or, you know, in that how do you call it? Patio, and then you can grow them there. Just be careful with the weather. If it's too cold, too hot, just, you know, adjust yourself. But that is one thing that you can do as well.
And with all of that being said, of course, you always want to make sure you contact your healthcare provider and ask for advice. You know, they know your body, they run tests on you, and all of these things. They know what exactly. So it's always good to, you know, get in contact with them and see, hey, look, I want to do this, I want to take this route. You know, would it be okay along with these medications that I'm taking, or whatever the case may be. But always be on the safe side and consult your provider.
It's always good to make sure you're using organic products. I know a lot of people are like, organic really doesn't make that much of a difference. Yes, it does. Always try to use organic where you can. As Angela was saying, if you can't grow it, it's okay to buy it. You know, it's okay to have the dry oregano, you know, the ground cinnamon or nutmeg, or, you know, I forgot, whatever.
Turmeric.
Yes. It's okay to have it. You can buy it, but make sure you're buying quality ones. Because like with the cinnamon, there's two types. So a lot of times people will buy cinnamon thinking they're getting the right one, but they're buying the wrong one. So always look for quality products rather than, you know, whatever you see on the shelf. Oh, this is what they were talking about, let me grab it. But make sure it's something that is quality.
Yeah. But those are just some of the common herbs and spices. Maybe you do have something that we didn't talk about today, so definitely send us a DM or share it with us so we can share it with our viewers. But we're gonna go to our question of the day and switch gears a little bit. Okay, for those joining us just now, and why are you even just joining us now? Why? What were you doing? Anyway, so let us reveal our question of the day again. All right, so what did you think you were going to be when you were in elementary school? Okay, so what did you think you were going to be? Okay, we have our viewers that shared their comments. So from Miles, I wanted to work for NASA. Ooh, I ended up working at the Science Museum, so close enough.
Yes,
you can still go for it.
Yeah. All right, Miles,
ahead,
that's what's up. Yes, close enough. Museum, Science
That's
Museum.
great.
All right. All right, we do have our next comment, which is from Wanda, zookeeper. Ended shortly when I found out I'm allergic to everything with hair.
Poor Wanda.
I feel so bad.
Okay, you can get a naked mole rat. Get a naked mole rat, and you'll be fine.
That's horrible. You know, listen, that's the worst thing ever when you find something or you have something that you love but you can't because of things like allergies and stuff. That sucks. Oh, goodness. All right, Wanda, but thanks for sharing.
We have our last one, which is from Bonnie. James Bond. What I do now is classified. Okay, Bonnie.
Okay. That's
secret. Yeah,
no. Top secret.
She can't
if
tell
I tell
us,
you,
no problem.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
Okay, all right.
What about you, Tia?
Okay, so for me, I thought I was gonna be a lawyer. I loved to argue as a child, and nobody can tell me I was wrong. I had a rebuttal for every single thing you told me. I even brought it up from elementary school all the way to college. I took like pre-law symposium and all of that. But as we can see, I am not a lawyer, okay?
So can we close the show? We don't want to argue. We don't want to debate on that. No, when I was younger, I think we already said this before, I wanted to be a doctor. I don't know what kind, but I wanted to just be, part of any science field. So I invested myself in, biology, all of those kind of science. But again, as you know, life happens, and well, I'm not treating anything right now. No. How about you, Nori?
All right. So in elementary school is the same. I think all girls they either want to be ballerina, they want to be teachers. So that's what I used to say that I wanted to be. No, but yeah, when I was in elementary school, that was more of my vision. Either ballerina, because I used to take ballet classes and stuff like that, or a teacher.
Well, you're somewhat of a teacher.
And you still dance?
Yeah, and
I
still dance.
So
yeah, that's true.
You're not too far off.
All right, I'm not too far off, y'all. All right.
See, there goes her dancing.
Okay, but for those of you who, still didn't send in your answer to this question, you can still send them in. We probably will not be able to read it on air, but someone will be definitely reading them. Okay, so what did you think you were going to be when you were in elementary school? Okay, so that's all for this question of the day, but there's more in store for Breaking the Silence. Okay, so we'll be right back after this break.
We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Empowered women, empowering conversations. Stay with us on Breaking the Silence as we inspire and uplift each other.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Where is your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Let's strive to grow together on Breaking the Silence.
Hey, I'm not judging you if you're just watching now. But why are you not watching? Anyways, let's put that aside. But we really had a great show today,
yes,
ladies,
it was
right?
very, very great.
From being judgmental, judgy, and also adding spice, adding herbs to our diet, which can make us, you know, healthier, and also going to the natural way, right?
Yes.
Holistic, wellness,
For
all
sure.
of that.
Oh yes, it was very, very good. You know, they gave me tips on how not to be judgmental, so I'm definitely gonna apply that, you know. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And I think there's some of the herbs that we spoke about, I knew some of them, but you know, there's some of them that I didn't know, like fenugreek, cumin. I used cumin, but I didn't know like the benefits of it. So it's like sometimes we have things in our cabinet, we like it for the flavor, not knowing that we're actually giving ourselves, you know, anti-inflammatory things and things that helps us with our health.
And how much, when using it the right way, how much it can help us depending, you know, if you have any conditions or something, there's certain things, certain herbs, certain spices that would help, that would enhance, like we said earlier, you know, all of these things that we're using or incorporating into our diet.
Yeah.
So
And talking about enhance, it enhances flavors too with whatever you're preparing. Because sometimes you're like, I prepared the same thing, but something is missing. Maybe it's just that one spice, that, you know, that sprinkle that they put there, and it enhances that flavor for, you know, for the food. Or if you were, you know, getting food outside or taking out, like, you know, maybe take that time to just, you know, home cook meals and add those flavor in your diet, and also with those inflammatory, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. You see how heavy those ones are, right?
Yeah.
Like with the spices, just the spices that you can add on to your lifestyle, to your diet, it can make a difference in your life.
And they get to experiment with new types of food, because like if you think of the Asian cultures, they use a lot of ginger, a lot of turmeric, a lot of like spices and things in their dishes, and they're so flavorful.
And no salt.
Yeah, and no salt. So it's like you can try other different cultures and you'll end up liking it, and you'll have the benefits as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. So that's something I definitely want to try, especially this day and age where a lot of people, they're going healthy, you know, extremely healthy. So that would be good to incorporate in your diet.
But again, we're not judging you, all right? But maybe we're going to judge you a little bit if you don't watch this series, which is Kings.
There you go.
So Kings, we do have our show times Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you can't catch it on the weekdays, we have our recaps Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, you don't have no excuse because we do have it every single day. So you can do a marathon weekends, right? Saturday, Sunday with your family, friends, while adding those spices cooking, right?
There you go.
And then you'll be able to do two times.
There you go. I mean, so there's no reason why you should be missing it.
Yes.
So the only thing that we can judge for is if they're not watching Kings.
Yes.
That's
We're just going to be 5% judgy, okay? 5%
not
judgy.
33.
Anyways, guys, we don't have much time, so we'll have to say goodbye. Bye.
See ya.